Hey, what's up YouTube? Athanasios1 here, giving you guys another deck update. If you don't know, but I go through decks a lot. I like to run as many decks as I possibly can. This week I'm trying to test play with Frog Monarchs. Right now I do like the deck a lot. It has a really bad matchup against Gravekeepers. If they open tribute. If they don't tribute you, you pretty much have the upper hand, but if you get tributed, you run a high monster count, so you will lose. The deck can be inconsistent at times, but so are a lot of other decks this format. All decks have iffy hands, but this tends to get more iffy hands. So I'm probably going to trade the deck off, maybe. I think the best deck this format is 6 Samurai. So, but back to the deck. One Swap Frog. I don't like opening more than one at times, so if you don't want to open more than one of it, don't run it. And you do run Undyne, so you don't really need more than one. 2 Treeborn. I wouldn't, like, the same rule doesn't go with Treeborn because, with the Swap Frog, because if they DD Crow one, you still have to have the other, so I wouldn't mind opening multiple Gen X Undines, so running 3, in my opinion, is a really good idea. I run 3 and I run 2 Controller. The logic, it's a good logic behind that because you don't want to draw him, so if you run 2 of him and 3 Undines, it's good. He's good because I run Allure and he's dark. So you could also ditch him for Fishborg Blaster and make Formula. So he creates some pluses in the game. He makes Gen X indeed a floater, which can be good at sometimes, but yeah. 1 Mobius, 2 Dark Dust. Dark Dust is really good. I really like it. I was thinking 3 Lad and 1 Dark Dust, but I went 2 Lad and 2 Dark Dust. Yep, 2 Lad, 3 Caius, 3 Ryza, 3 Battle Fader. Oh, sorry, this was a proxy. I don't have a Trigonia. I actually thought I had one, but I didn't, so I have to trade for one at my locals this week. But 1 Trigonia. Of course, Effect Veiler. I like Effect Veiler main decks, especially this format. It's really good. 1 Spirit Reaper, 1 Sagan, 2 Econs, 2 Soul Exchange, 2 MST, 1 Avarice, 1 Allure, 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Foolish Burial. I was thinking of taking this out and adding a 3rd Econ, but I just think this card just helps you out a lot. It lets you not use, like, sometimes I'll open this in Gen X Undine and send Treeborn Frog with this, and then Gen X Undine can send Fishborg, and I'll add the controller to my hand, so I don't have to waste normal summons to get both Fishborg and Treeborn to the graveyard. So this does help out a lot. I don't know, I just really like this card in the deck. Some people might disagree, but I like it. 1 Treacherous Trap Hole. This deck doesn't run any traps, unless unless people decide to make the trap stun build, but not really. So, yep, 1 Treacherous. And now on to the extra deck. I am missing 3 formulas, which is like the heart of the extra deck. It's because my friend's borrowing them. So, yeah. 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Colossal, 1 Red Dragon, 1 Gaianite, 1 Android, 1 Catastor. This deck does synchro a lot, and it can make almost any level. Just because, like, if you have a Treeborn in the grave, if you bring it back, you summon Undine, grab Controller, pitch Fishborg, and you can discard Controller, and then you can make Formula, which is level 2, plus Undine, which is level 3, and you can make a level 5. Or if they could, and you can make one of these two. And if they survive, next turn you could draw, make another formula and make a black rose. So you do have options sometimes. This is good because highest plus formula, so you can make this. You do run Monster Reborn, so you can make Stardust and Reborn formula and go into Shooting Star, which is a really, really good play. But the only flaw in this is with so many people not running Bottomless as much and running Deep Prisons, I wouldn't want to make this card that often, but it all depends on what I'm playing against. One Gungnir, you can make this with Mobius and Fishborg, so he's pretty good. One Chimera Tech, and the 3 formulas my friend's borrowing. So yeah, that's the extra deck. Now to the side deck. My side deck doesn't change by much, like only a few card changes, but yeah, 1 Nobleman of Crossout, 1 Smashing Ground. The reason I signed Smashing Ground is because Fossil Dyna does hurt this deck a lot. Like, I've noticed how much Fossil Dyna hurts the deck. Like, there's like, you almost have no outs to Fossil Dyna when your opponent plays it. Like, the only outs you'll have to it is, like, Dark Hole, the 1 Book of Moon. Yeah, it's like, outs is very... No, you don't even run books, so, like, Soul Exchange, Treacherous, like, you have minimal outs to it. I signed 1 Dust. I'm pretty sure I signed 2. But yeah, 1 Dust, 2 Puppet Plant. Oh, my side deck's messed up. 2 Dust, 2 Puppet Plant, 2 DD Crow, 1 Vanity. There's the other Dust. 1 Thunder King, 1 Cyber, 1 Charge, 3 Raikou. Alright, I'd like to elaborate on my side deck. The reason why I signed the Trip Raikou and the Charge is obviously to fish for the Raikou. Milling isn't bad in this deck because you do run Avarice and it is a high monster count deck. The reason why this deck does lose to a good amount of good cards, like Fossil Dyna being one of them, also Rivalry of Warlords and Goes and Match. And this card helps a lot against that. So Raikou is almost like a staple in your side deck. I don't really like Cyber Dragon in the side deck of Frog Monarchs, really. Like, I don't see much point in him. Like, I'm probably going to take him out and probably like a DD Crow out for 2 Gemini Imps against Gravekeepers. I do like to side 1 Thunder King. Thunder King's always been one of my favorite cards. He's a really good card. Stops a lot of things, like shuts your opponent down from searching, and if they try and special summon, you can always tribute to negate, which I tend to forget, even though I see other people forget and complain about it. But yeah, and the reason why I signed multiple Dust Tornadoes is because this deck loses miserably to Skill Drain. If I lost to a regional because my opponent had Malefic World out and Cyber End Dragon. I MSC'd this Malefic World, killed the Cyber End Dragon, summoned a Caius, attacked. Next turn, he activated another Malefic World, summoned another Cyber End Dragon, attacked. I dropped Trigonia. I drew. I brought back Treeborn, sacked, summoned Caius, targeted his Malefic World, and I was going to push for damage with Trigonia and Caius, but he flipped Skill Drain, and I already switched my Trigonia, which was another misplay, and from there it all went downhill. So Skill Drain, you must side against it. 2 Puppet Plates is self-explanatory. You can even side these against GK, so really, really good card right now. Smashing Ground, already explained. Nobleman of Crossout. Really, really good card. A lot of setting right now, unless you're playing against 6 Sams. Even then, they can set. Vanity Speed shuts down a lot of decks right now. It even shuts down the Mirror Match and 2 DD Crows. But I want to take these out for Geminians. Thank you guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe.